Hello. A lot of people ask me about that. I've done videos about this in the past, but a lot of people want to know how to beat Rufus. I think literally like the second video I ever posted on my channel was about beating Rufus. But, so let's pull up Rufus. My Rufus is probably like level 1 or something. Maybe not level 1, but he's low. Here he goes. 121. So Rufus could be tricky right here. He has a Violet ability, Rakashi's Oath. Rufus can only be killed with physical damage. If last attack against the hero dealt magic damage, pure damage, they resurrect with a portion of health restored. This can make Rufus kind of tricky to kill. As long as the final blow is physical damage, he's easy to kill. He's kind of a gimmicky hero, but you do see him a lot just because some people don't know how to deal with him. So we're going to kind of talk about how to be like a team like this. Like this is a really common team. I'll see teams like this all the time. You'll have Rufus, Arachne, Dante, Sebastian, Martha. Most people probably think, well, I should just use a physical attacking team, right? So we'll just use something like this one with Ishmael, right? But there's a problem here is that while Ishmael is a physical attacker, Sebastian, you do need Sebastian versus Arachne, but there's kind of a problem here is that Sebastian has something called Battle Song, which is actually a really good ability. It's an ability that lets him do absolute obscene damage versus Asha Keeper and countless other things. But the problem is, versus Rufus, if Sebastian gets a killing blow, well, Rufus will just revive. And we'll show this here. We'll speed this up a bit. Try to get. See, like that, Rufus just revived. Even though Ishmael killed him, Sebastian actually did the killing blow off the Ishmael's crit, and Rufus just regenerated. Like I said, this team's totally, winning here. Like I said, this team has no problems with, surviving, that's for sure. It's just absolutely, destroying the other team, except Rufus is, like I said, you're not able to kill it. So probably the trick would be to try to not use Sebastian's ult, even though that could be risky. You just have to keep track of, how many ode counters you still have before refreshing it. So you have a lower chance of critting, even though Ishmael himself has a pretty high chance of critting, so you're probably going to trigger that battle song more often than not. And that could be tricky. So what should be a guaranteed win is anything but. Finally got Dante and Sebastian down, so now it's really just trying to kill Rufus. But all that pure damage, that's from Sebastian's battle song. Like I said, we've already killed Rufus, but he respawned, and it's just hard to keep him. It's hard to get him down with, like I said, there he respawned again. There you go, finally killed him. Finally, after the third time or something. Right? But Ishmael did obscene damage, so did Sebastian, so did Aurora. But look at Rufus healing. Look at damage taken, and that's because the battle songs on Sebastian caused Rufus to revive, which does pure damage. It's Sebastian could do pure damage. Right here, so the striking solo when battle songs effect went up. He can do pure damage, which is what was reviving Rufus, and this makes killing Rufus kind of tricky. That was a win, but like I said, there's only 17 seconds to spare, and that could have easily gone the time versus Rufus. Another strategy is just to use a Morgan team. This is one of the most popular strategies because Morgan is a hard counter versus Rufus here. So long as Morgan doesn't die and her necromancy is up to snuff, if Rufus is gonna die, don't matter if it's killing blow is pure damage or magic damage, he will die. Other nice thing about Morgan is that she causes distractions for Dante and Arachne. Didn't quite kill him. Right, but sometimes, like I said, using Yasmin can cause you a bit of to get unlucky. I mean, you might the Iris might be a bit better for this these days, but your mileage will vary. But so Rufus is gonna die right here to pure damage. See, he died to pure damage, but he didn't revive because Morgan hard counters it. He died to Yasmin's mark, and now it's pretty rudimentary to clean this up here. Is that now we just wait? Right, this also takes a bit of time, but I also had on full auto, so like you could probably have at some point switched to full to manual just because we were pretty much full life. And you could have just had Celeste probably finish Dante a bit quicker, but that was a win. Yasmin, Aurora, Celeste. Dante did a whole lot of damage, but that's because of Morgan here with all of her little minions. Like, she caused a lot of distraction for Dante and Arachne. Morgan is just a good hero in general. Easily the best hero they've ever imported from mobile, by far. But she's a hard counter to Rufus. So she's a really popular strategy, one of the more easy ways to deal with Rufus. There's also Jet, but there's another problem with Jet. Actually, we should go skip this first. We should go talk about Necromancy, just to explain how this works. Necromancy, increased damage dealt by ally skeletons. Whenever an enemy dies, Morgan summons a skeleton, even if they attempt to resurrect. So that's why that counters, hard counters Rufus. This also works versus Astaroth, but Celeste also works versus Astaroth, so not as important. Like, Celeste doesn't work against Rufus because she does magic damage with her heal block. But a hero who doesn't do magic damage with this heal block is Jet, but there's a huge problem with Jet. Right, so, and that is Sebastian here. So Jet actually, unlike Celeste, who uses a field effect to block healing, Jet uses a debuff, and well, with Ode to Serenity, you're probably not going to get through. Like, Ode to Serenity is going to protect Rufus from all the debuffs that you would need to block. See, right there, there's the Potion of Fatigue right there. And, well, Ode to Serenity blocks it. Like, if Potion of Fatigue is on Rufus when he dies, he will not res, even if you kill pure damage or magic. However, with Ode to Serenity, that Potion of Fatigue is not going to stick. And Rufus just reses right there. Rufus reses again. Rufus reses again. I said Ode to Serenity blocks this. And a physical attack, actually. It's an actual 8199. An actual physical attack landed, and that's what killed him, not Potion of Fatigue. So that was just a pure luck hit, I think, from probably Aurora. Probably just gotta hit it for like 8199. That was it. So pure luck physical attack. Sometimes you can get wins that way just by pure luck, but Jet did not do anything. Because he got blocked by Ode to Serenity, so Morgan is definitely better than Jet, so I kind of think Jet's not that worth it. Some people are like, well, he's good versus Rufus. I mean, if they don't have Sebastian, maybe, or if you have a way to dispel it, but you don't, like I said, there's not really a place to put a dispel hero because you need to have the protection. But let's pull up Jet here so we can look at his abilities. Oh, where is my Jet? It's not that high. He's way down here, right? Oh, he's right here. Alright, so potion fatigue. Jet launches a poison flask at the closest enemy. Affected enemy cannot regenerate health for 8 seconds. So that's what blocks Rufus res, but it doesn't work if they have Ode Serenity up. So if by some chance you find a team that doesn't have Sebastian and Rufus, which is very unlikely, but it will land. But again, remember, potion fatigue is not down 100% of the time. So that's his armor debuff. That will not block the res. This one right here, that symbol, that's a potion of fatigue. That's the symbol you're looking for when you want to deal the killing blow. If that symbol's not up, Rufus will res like normal. And it fell off right before he died, so he resed. It's the other thing, it's just not as reliable as using Morgan, who has a passive ability that ensures so long as Morgan's on the field, Rufus dies if, like I said, his health goes to 0. Right? So that's why Morgan is much preferred over Jet. Like, it just... Like, the two main reasons I use Jet's, like, one, buffing critical hits, Sebastian does better. Like I said, blocking, healing, or reses, well, there's better heroes for that too. So, Jet, I feel, as well as heroes, that's not really worth investing in. Plus, the souls are kind of a pain in the butt to get. I mean, sometimes there'll be like an event where like when he gets like a new skin or something, they'll have like the boxes where you can get his souls. That's like the exception, not the rule. That's kind of rare. I think I've only seen an event like that once. Alright, and that's a win, so we'll just speed this up because it's Martha. You don't need me to watch it. So that's... Like I said, so Jet will can secure a Rufus kill in that situation, so long as the potion fatigue is up. But not very reliable. I don't recommend it. So this is the one with Jet, right? So this was a win by pure luck. So my preferred strategy is actually just to use Trinity Twins plus Kane and just play in manual. Like, Trinity Twins beats the crap out of this team, minus Rufus. Worst case scenario, you're looking at like a 19 point win, like in Guild Wars. Like, if you miss, you probably got 19 points and it's an easy clean for a guildmate. But I think generally this is going to be, like in Guild Wars and in Clashes, I generally think doing something like this is going to be better. Like, you want to... Just playing manual, like, you just gotta beware, like, you don't wanna throw all of Kane's, like, after you clear the team, you need to have your kunais and stuff up on Kane. You do not want to just throw them all willy-nilly. Like, his first ult, you can probably just throw him like normal. Maybe a second one, but once you start clearing the board, you want to keep up his full clutch daggers, because you won't regenerate him after that point. So he's holding back. We're fully loaded, and we just want to hold back, wait for the right moment. Try to clear out Arachne and maybe Martha. The point is just to be patient. Like, you do not want to throw daggers when armor buff is up, because that will screw you. Like I said, both Martha and Rufus can cast that, so trying to get Martha down is recommended, because now there's 2 of them. Having Kane fully maxed out is also recommended, because you want to have maximum armor penetration, maximum damage on his kunais. Alright, Arachne's down. Yes, he res, but we have plenty of time. We do not want to rush it. We just want to wait for the right moment. We do not want to hit him when there's an armor buff up, and we want to just wait till he's low life. We also want to make sure Lars doesn't accidentally kill him, or Celeste doesn't accidentally kill him, so you just gotta be patient. Like I said, you have plenty of clock. Let's wait for the time to come. Okay, Lars just used that ability, so once we put Celeste back into light, you just have to keep in mind, he does that so seconds. Like, okay, so we have that down. We'll probably... Okay, now we drop a Celeste in light, so she's not a risk to kill it, and boom. Finish it off like that. That is 100% win if you know your timing. If you got your timing right, that will beat this team 100% of the time. And I do think that is the best strategy for guild wars and clashes, is to just use Kayn. Like, Trinity Twins absolutely owns this line. The only thing is, like, if you don't kill Rufus, well, you killed everything else, so it's an easy clean in the worst case scenario. As long as you have your patrons right. You want to have Axel on Celeste because she's forward, and Oliver on Sebastian. Because so Dante, he hits the first 4 heroes with his ult, so Lars is usually far enough back that he won't get hit with Dante ults. So he's safe there. But yeah, like I said, if you want to know more about Rufus, I did a video a while back about like why Rufus is not the best main tank. He's okay as like a defensive tank, but like as a main tank to use as attacking, he leaves something to be desired. I talk about that in that video. You can find that below. Thanks for watching.